Good morning, family. Hope you guys are having a great day after the election. I was up till about 2:30. I know Heidi was probably up. A few of you guys were up. Still waiting on election returns. I want to go over a couple things with you. Guys, I want to tell you something. I've already gotten a few calls this morning about people that are concerned about the election. Let me tell you something. Miller Homes Group was founded under the Obama administration, and we doubled every year. Did we like it? No. We've made more money and been a lot more prosperous under the Trump administration. We're very blessed that we're going to keep the Senate. We're going to gain House seats going into redistricting. So when you look at everything, no matter how it goes, and I still believe that Trump's going to win, no matter how it goes, we're going to be fine. We'll have some minor aggravations, but we will grow and we will prosper. So you're going to see positive, affirming messages either way the thing goes, because in the infinite wisdom of our forefathers, they set this government up so that we couldn't get it screwed up too bad the way they wanted to. So let you know about that. I think we're going to be fine. We're going to grow. We're going to do the things that we need to do. It's early this morning. I'm the first one in the office. I'm already here. It's all about getting back up and getting into your routine. I would have loved for it to have been settled last night. It will not be settled until probably next week sometime. I can remember in Florida in 2000, I remember going through that. I remember how bad that was, and I was 40 years old, living in my early 40s and I thought it was a travesty, and we survived. So Denise and I talked about it last night. We started this company in a time when everybody says you shouldn't start it, and the way the president we have and the political climate we have, you should not start the business. We started it because we had a dream. Dream still exists, and irregardless of what goes on, that dream will exist, and we will continue to grow. We want to grow. We want you guys to grow. We're fortunate to live in a state that gives us the ability to grow, and I think you're going to see a lot of great things. The Texas state kept conservatives in power. You've got Florida that have conservatives in power. Some of the states that will be gaining congressional seats when redistricting happens next year, we're going to gain congressional seats in Texas and Florida. Some of these places that are becoming very good strongholds for conservatives and for business. And so when you take that into account, we'll gain, 5 to 10 seats this year, and then 2 years from now, we'll gain 10 to 15 seats, 10 of which will be about redistricting. So irregardless of who wins the presidency, we'll probably have both houses the next go around. And that would be wonderful. And the thing about having the Senate is you can't pack the Supreme Court now because the Republicans are going to control. So we're going to have we'll have a stable government with lots of crap on the news and things like that. So I don't want you to get upset about it. There'll be some things they can do with executive fiat and orders and things, but the nice thing is those will be taken to the Supreme Court, which is controlled by reasonable people now, true constitutionalists instead of emotional judges. So that's what we want. So all said and done, I think Trump pulls it out. Either way, I want to congratulate all of you that went out and voted. The single greatest thing that we can do for our country is lay down our lives in the service of our country, and I respect all those that have done that and served our country, and I pray for them every day. The second greatest thing we can do as citizens is vote. So if you voted, you stood in line, you voted early, there was no reason not to vote. If you didn't vote, you can live with that. But if you voted, you have my prayers with you and your family. You've done what you could do to further the cause of the America that we know. Now then, that being said, there are houses to be sold, and there's some great people out there. I want everybody to go to work. This will take its time in the courts. It will take a while to sort out. You're going to hear a lot of rhetoric. Turn off the news. Just turn it on every now and then to find out what state was called. And so from my standpoint, I think he carries Georgia. I think he carries North Carolina. I think Trump carries Pennsylvania. And I think he carries Michigan. And you add to that Alaska, it's over and done with. Never dreamed this election would be that tight. This election should have never been that tight. However, it does say a lot about our country, and when you basically run against the media and you run against, and it's horrible. I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't wish that on, if they were attacking Biden, I wouldn't have wished that on him either. So I want everything to be fair and balanced, and I want our country to be represented the right way. Socialism is not the way, and thank God we kept the Senate if everything goes wrong, and we have the Supreme Court in the right hands at this point, and we have redistricting that sets us up for a great midterm, no matter who's president. So do what you can to put a smile on your face, help your customers, help your family, but most of all, know that we live in a great country, that we got to get out, stay up till this 61-year-old man stayed up till 2:30 in the morning watching election returns, okay? Knowing after about midnight, okay, that nothing was going to happen till at the very least Friday or Monday. So get out today. Christmas party is on. Brittany called and checked on it. We'll have to wear a mask to get in the building. Once you get in the building and get in the place, you can do whatever you want. So Christmas party, the 19th of December, is on. Awards banquet, the whole bit. We're going to be doing numbers at the end of November. You guys push hard to the finish. Very proud of all you guys that voted. A couple of things I want to go over. This is primarily about the election. I'm going to be getting in touch with some lawmakers in Texas. Not going to do it on the national level. Try to do it on the national level, and it really won't do any good. We're having a lot of problems with appraisers that are pulling things out of the pool and then holding on to it for 3 weeks, not doing the appraisal, and then trying to double the price to get the appraisal in on time, and then not getting it in on time or throwing it back in the pool and leaving people homeless. We had 2 people in the last month that have been left homeless. I talked to a couple of my friends at title companies. I've talked to a couple of my political friends. Guys, this is something that we've got to address. Everybody in our industry is heavily regulated, and there's penalties for not doing your job right. The only one that's not is the appraiser, and the appraisers know that, and they need to be, I hate regulation, but they need to have rules in place. And so I'm going to be lobbying the Texas Association of Realtors. Do not call me, but email me at mraterry@yahoo.com, mraterry@yahoo.com. Keep it simple, 1 paragraph, 2 at the most, of your appraisal stories. Name names, because we're going to need that. I'm going to build a book, and I'm going to start putting it out there of what's going wrong to try to get some public attention for this. And then I'm going to try to go to the Texas Association of Realtors. We're going to try to get involved on the state level and get some regulatory, I hate regulations, but we need it for appraisers. My belief is that if you sign up for an area, that it ought to go in the pool. If it's not claimed within 72 hours, it ought to be assigned. If you do not deliver it within so many days, and I'd give them a reasonable amount, then you are fined heavily. If it happens more than once, you are suspended from the pool for a certain amount of time, twice suspended from the pool for even longer, and a third time that you don't deliver, you're out of the pool. And so what we've done through Dodd-Frank as a nation is we've empowered someone to scuttle the real estate deal that doesn't care. And I don't want another mother with 2 children crying in front of me because they're homeless, because an appraiser had a file for 5 weeks and at the last minute said, on a $200,000 house, said, you'll either pay me $1,200 to do the appraisal or I'll put it back in the pool and you'll be homeless, and did it. So guys, this is going on all over the nation. I want to hear your stories from other realtors. If they want to send me emails, send them to mraterry@yahoo.com. This is a fight I'm gearing up for the real estate industry, not just Miller Homes Group. This is a travesty that's going on in our business. We have title companies are heavily regulated, lenders are regulated, we are regulated. We have appraisers that aren't regulated near enough, and so we need some accountability there, and there is none, and they know it, and they act like it. It's like so we want to go ahead and address those issues and to make sure we get those, and we want to do it in a manner that makes it permanent. And so I want to be very careful about how we do it. I want to make sure I've got all my facts straight and then present it to the people. So get out and work today. Denise and I are going to be in the office a little bit today. We're probably going to eat well. She went to bed at midnight, got about 6 hours sleep. I got about 3 hours sleep. So what we're going to do today is try to be positive, try to be upbeat, and try to be in bed pretty early. So I know that. I want you guys to have a great week, and know this, everything's going to work out the way it should. I'll be playing golf tomorrow. My schedule has not changed through through all of this, I see an enormous amount of positive. I see an enormous amount of negative, but I see positive that I can work with. I'm not ready to retire. I'm ready to grow. Get me an appointment to talk to your favorite agent that may need a new home. We've got some franchises out there that are struggling now, and we want to make sure that we can give the good people there a home. So let me know what I can do. God bless. Good week. I'm looking forward to the awards. Talk to you guys later.